Okay, third and last video of lesson 1.4, Pre-Cal 11. We are now doing this converting radicals, mixed radicals to entire radicals, but involving variables this time. And as always, the process is the same. So we've got 2 times the cube root of x cubed. So that becomes, I'm going to write this as the square root of 2 squared times the square root of x cubed. So that equals 4x cubed. B is, I'm going to write a squared is going to become the square root of a squared times root a. Now, I hope you're seeing that when I write it this way, this term becomes this term, or this piece of it becomes this piece, this factor. This factor is equivalent to this factor. So I'm having to do less juggling in my brain by keeping them separate and writing them this way. And then I'm going to write this as equal to the square root of a to the 4 times root a. Now, whether I put the second one, if I do this step all under a single radical sign or not, that's not such a big deal. But doing this one by itself is really going to help you remember what you're doing and make fewer errors. And then it's the square root of a to the 5. This one, same thing. It's going to be x to the 5, and I'm going to square that, and then I'm going to take the square root of it because that's going to be equivalent to that. And then I need to multiply it by root xy. When I square this becomes the square root of x to the 10 times root xy. So this is the square root of x to the 11y. Okay. Now this one is a little more complicated for sure. There's a lot more going on here. So brackets are really going to be important. Remember that since this is your coefficient, you need to cube that entire thing. So it's going to be 3xy cubed. All of that is going to be cubed, and then take the square or the cube root of that. And then I'm going to multiply it by just that other piece that I'm not changing. Oops, sorry, that's a z. Z to the 4. Okay. Now remember, when I'm cubing this cube applies to everything in here. So it's going to be the cube root of the 3 gets cubed, so that's 27. The x gets cubed, so that's x cubed. And the y cubed gets cubed, so that's y to the 9. Okay, and then that's times the cube root of 2, z to the 4. So this is a really good example of why I like to keep these things separate longer rather than a shorter time, because if I put this all together under one radical sign, I'm not as likely to catch a mistake if I've made this. If I know that this has to equal that, then I'm able to sort of check that more easily than if I have it mushed together with other stuff. But now I'm going to combine it, and this is going to be the cube root of 2 times 27, which is 54. I only have x's here, so that's x cubed. I only have y's here, so that's y to the 9, and I only have z's there, so that's z to the 4. So there's my answer. All right, that's it. Go and do question 9. Bye.